We have a climate crisis. Who's to blame? This is Kayla Ling reporting from Climate News. Signs are indicating that there are three major suspects in the climate crisis: electricity, transportation, and industry. But studies have shown there is a major partner in crime. That's right, cows. In fact, we can see that agriculture, the sector cows are a part of, make up 24% of global emissions. So why are cows causing so much harm? Today, I present to you my evidence of how cows are contributing to climate change. We have 4 exhibits. Let's take a look. Exhibit 1. Cows produce methane. Perhaps you've already heard that cows produce methane, but what is exactly happening and just how bad is it? Cows are ruminants, meaning they have 4 stomachs. In the rumen, a process called enteric fermentation happens, producing gases and methane, which gets emitted through, you guessed it, burps and farts, lots of them. Once this methane is released, it goes up into the atmosphere and essentially traps heat in our world. Exhibit 2. Cows lead to deforestation. Okay, you may be wondering, cows and trees, what's the connection? Here it is. When forests undergo controlled burns to create more land for factory farming, carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. And trees combat carbon dioxide, so that's a double whammy. And lastly, this burning kills wildlife, endangering and driving species to the brink of extinction. Exhibit 3. Cows are an inefficient use of resources. Alright, get this. 47% of U.S. land is used for food production. Now, 70% of that land is used to grow food or feed for cattle. Compare that to how fruits, vegetables, and nuts use 1% of that land. So basically, cows eat a lot. In fact, the world's cattle consume enough food to feed 8.7 billion people. Wait, we could end world hunger by eliminating cows? Exhibit 4. Cow manure is toxic. Cow manure can be beneficial for farmers' crops as a fertilization tool. As you can see here, this tree is doing great. But manure is also very toxic in waterways, polluting the water and harming marine animals. So, you guessed it, this bovine suspect is definitely behind our climate crisis. But we can't blame it entirely on cows. For one, there are other sectors that contribute to our emissions. Second, cows aren't willingly part of factory farming. We're the ones who are supporting it. It's time to hold ourselves accountable and then make the changes our planet desperately needs us to make. It really starts in our kitchens, in our diets, in us. You've probably heard about the health benefits of becoming vegetarian. I sat down with Dr. Reshma Shah, author of Nourish, who spoke about the blue zones.
There are these pockets located throughout the world. So in Okinawa, Japan, in Greece, in Italy, in Costa Rica, and in California, and in Loma Linda, where they have the largest concentration of centenarians. So one thing that they have in common in terms of what they eat in their diet is beans. They all eat beans. So we know that a plant-based diet can help to prevent the leading cause of death in the United States, which is heart disease.
So why not just go for it and become vegetarian? But perhaps that's not possible from a health, cultural, or another standpoint. It's okay. Here are 3 simple switches you can make to greatly decrease your carbon footprint. 1. Eat less meat. Commit to meatless Mondays. Eliminating a day's consumption of meat would be the equivalent of taking 7.6 million cars off the road. 2. Eat different types of meat protein. Consider options like chicken and fish. Chickens require 80% less land than cattle and produce 90% less emissions. Fish, even less. Number 3. Eat plant-based meat substitutes that have minimal impacts to the environment. So, all in all, the need for change is here. The change is easy and possible. Be the one to take that next step. This is Kayla Ling from Climate News. Now, back to the studio.